Hello, my name is Daniel Mart, and today it's Black Friday. So, Black Friday shopping. Basically, hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving yesterday. Or, whenever I post this video, sometime in the next week. Yeah, but yeah, it's Black Friday, and we're gonna go shopping. So, I'm gonna basically hit up two places. Best Buy for sure, especially if you heard the news recently that Best Buy is no longer gonna be selling movies, DVDs, physical media, Blu-rays, that kind of stuff anymore, either in a physical location or online. So I'm gonna go to Best Buy and try to get as many movies as I can. I don't really know. Any Black Friday, I don't usually go knowing, hey, I'm gonna pick up this movie. I usually just pick up whatever movies I find interesting and I want. And because Black Friday, because of the holiday season, it's usually like the recent movies, like the ones that recently came out. So I'm expecting Oppenheimer, Barbie, whatever other movie came out this year, Blue Beetle, maybe the TMNT movie, stuff like that. The Flash, maybe I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's a piece of shit, but fuck it. Shazam 2, right? Yeah. Has Aquaman come out yet? I actually don't remember. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, that's another one. Maybe Ant-Man. That movie sucked really bad, so I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, basically I'll see what movies they have there in stock, still in stock, and go from there. And then after that, I'm basically gonna hit up a mall, and we're gonna see what else we can buy there. Hopefully some clothes, some new clothes for for the holiday season, and that's basically it in that regard. And yeah, and before I actually continue on with the rest of this video, I do want to comment very fast that later on in this video, I'm actually going to be showing a different haul, like a pre-Black Friday haul, some stuff I picked up before Black Friday. But the thing is, I pre-recorded that stuff because that's all at my mom's house. So I recorded that earlier this week, and that's all at my mom's house, and I'm currently at my dad's house, so I had to pre-record that all beforehand. And there I basically showed some other movies I picked up in the past month, as well as a few books and comic books I picked up because the book fair was just this past weekend. So I picked up a couple books from their comic books, and yeah, you'll see that towards the end of this video. And yeah, let's go Black Friday shopping. Alright, so I'm here at Best Buy and I am trying to find the movies and I cannot find them. I found video games, so but no, I can't find the movies. There's no way they already took them out. They say Best Buy should be the day they still have them out. They said they're gonna take them out in 2 months next year. So I don't. Hopefully I find the movies soon, because what the fuck at that point. So I finally found the movies, and honestly this is kind of sad because it's just like 5 little stands here when there used to be like rows and rows of movies. Yeah, this is one of the most limp dick fucking. This is pretty sad. Best Buy used to be a fucking paragon for movies, and we're down to just whatever this bullshit is. But let's see. Ooh, they have Oppenheimer. $30. God damn, I thought it was supposed to be on discount. Alright, we'll see what we got. and we're back home. So yeah, it's actually been a few days since Black Friday. So yeah, we've already vlogged how we were shopping. So yeah, as you guys saw, Best Buy, it's no longer what it used to be anymore. I don't remember if I mentioned this in that portion of the video, but I was actually texting a friend at the time, and he was actually just at a Best Buy, or he was coming out of Best Buy or whatever at the time as well, and he was like, yeah man, at the Best Buy I'm at, it's basically the same thing. It's not what it used to be, you know. It sucks, because we used to have aisles and aisles of movies at Best Buy. Not even 1 year ago, we used to have aisles and aisles and aisles of movies. No, even earlier this year we had aisles and aisles of movies. The last time I went to Best Buy was around March or April. So yeah, like, I'll be honest, I don't buy movies as much as I used to anymore. But I went to a Best Buy around March or April. That was the last time, and it was aisles and aisles of movies. And now, it's dying out, and it's honestly sad. And the prices weren't that good compared to even other years, which I was honestly very shocked. I mean, as you saw, Oppenheimer was still like $30. Same thing with Barbie. I'm like, usually new release movies, they'd at least be down to 15 at the very least, but no, they're at their regular price. What the hell? And again, this is even compared to just like last year, so I did manage to pick up a few movies, 6. It kind of just is what it is at this point. I haven't seen any of these movies, to be honest. Yeah, aside from one of these movies, they're all from this year. Yeah, let's just get to it. So first off, I have is Shazam. When I made my Rachel Zegler video a few months ago, defending Rachel Zegler, I still defend her. I'm still going to defend her because I still think the hate she gets is kind of unwarranted. I completely forgot that she was in this movie. I'm not sure if it's I completely forgot or I wasn't aware she was in this movie because I hadn't seen the movie. And it's a movie that nobody really talks about, even though it came out this year. I remember when people talked about it, the villains, who is it, Helen Mirren? Yeah, they were like, yeah, they're villains, they're alright, they're like not memorable, but they're whatever. So I picked that up. And then sticking with DC for a bit, I picked up The Flash. Fuck it, whatever. It's the end of the DCEU before it reboots itself for the 5th time over. And you have Michael Keaton here, Sasha Calle, right? And she's Colombian. I'm Colombian. Why not? Yeah, I mean, I've seen the scene where he sees all the other dimensions, all the other universes. I've seen that scene. That scene looks like a piece of shit. But fuck it. I'll be honest. That's why I got it. Just fuck it. Whatever. It's Black Friday. It's there for like $7. If it was like any other Black Friday, because usually on Black Friday I pick up like 15 to 20 movies from Best Buy. If that was the case, I probably wouldn't get this. But since there's like almost no deals, I honestly just got it because of that. Fuck it, logic. Next up, I picked up Creed 3. So yeah, I've seen Creed 1 and 2. I have Creeds 1 and 2. Keep it in the collection. I was very excited to see Creed 3. The whole Jonathan Majors situation though. Yeah, that's a situation. Yeah, comic books really took a beating this fucking year. Next up, we picked up John Wick Chapter 4. So yeah, I mean, honestly, one of the best action series in recent times. I have John Wick's 1, 2, and 3. Needed to pick up the 4th one. I mean, I can't wait to watch it. It's John Wick. What else do you want me to say? It's John Wick. Next up, I picked up Megan, which is, I'll be honest, I forgot this movie even came out earlier this year or end of last year. I don't know why, but this is a movie that for me has just kind of come and gone. But it's a movie that the internet really loves. So I'm like, you know what, fuck, let me just pick it up. It's there for like $7. And it's a good movie, all things considered, from what I understand, from what I hear. So why not? I am interested in watching it regardless. It's just a movie that's, I don't know, just kind of came and went for me. And then people just love talking about it every other moment. So I'm like, you know what, screw it, why not? And like I said, it's a good movie from what I understand, so why not? And then the only movie from last year that I picked up at Best Buy, I have A Violent Night. Yeah, this is also the only movie I've actually seen, now that I think about it. Because the ones from this year I have not seen. So yeah, this is also the only movie I've seen. David Harbour as a murderous Santa Claus. What do you want me to say? Like, this is gonna be a Christmas classic. Like, this has to become a Christmas classic. I also did something that I usually don't do on Black Fridays / Cyber Mondays, I guess. And that's, I actually picked up some movies, or I ordered movies from Amazon. So I usually don't order movies from websites in general, which which is funny because in the next portion of this video, you're going to see a bunch of movies I ordered from Kino Lober. So yeah, I'm starting to do a lot more of this, ordering movies online, especially since physical media in stores is dying out. So I decided to pick up a few movies from Amazon, especially since I guess I had this since Christmas of last year, but I guess I had a $40 gift card that I completely forgot about. So I just like, fuck it, let me pick up some movies for cheap. So I picked up both Hunger Games Mockingjays Part 1 and Part 2. I already have the first two, so I just need the other two, especially since Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes came out recently. I really want to watch those. Rewatch the whole series before I go watch the new one. I picked up Top Gun Maverick, one of my, probably my favorite movie of last year, bar none. And then I picked up The Third Man and Midnight Cowboy, which are two classic movies. It's just two movies that I've been hearing a lot of talk recently. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and for whatever reason, those two movies keep, just in the past few podcast episodes or podcast shows, whatever, that I've been listening to, those two movies specifically have been brought up a lot. So I'm like, you know what, screw it, let me find them as well and buy them. And since I had a $40 gift card that I just conveniently forgot about, I used the gift card, cool, and I only had to pay about $2 at the end for shipping and handling and all that good stuff. I was also considering buying Everything Everywhere All at Once and Sunset Boulevard. It's not that I don't like Everything Everywhere, but it's just like, it's one of those movies that I thought, it's not for me type of thing. It's like, it's a movie, I liked it, but I wouldn't say I love it like everybody else did. So that's just a me thing. If I would have, they would have said how much it was at Best Buy, which was like $7, I probably would have gotten it at Best Buy as well, because it was cheaper. It's cheaper at Best Buy than it is it was on Amazon. So maybe I would have picked it up at Best Buy had they actually that's the other thing, because I couldn't find, because as you saw in the video, Everything Everywhere was there, but I couldn't find the price for Everything Everywhere anywhere. So I'm like, that's the one reason I didn't pick it up. If I'm being honest, maybe I should have, but whatever. And then the other movie I was gonna pick up from Amazon was Sunset Boulevard, but everything was even at discount. Even with the Black Friday, Cyber Monday discounts, everything was still like $15 to $20 in that regard. So I'm like, screw it. I'm not that pressed to get it right now. So yeah, and then the only other stuff I picked up were actually some shirts. So two from J. Crew and one from Ross or Marshall. I forget which one. They're the same fucking thing anyways. And so I picked up this shirt from J. Crew. It's a nice shirt. Usually it runs $90, half off, $45. Screw it, why not? And then the other shirt I picked up from J. Crew is this red shirt that, it's a nice twill weave fabric. It's soft, I like it, I like how it feels. And I had to pick both of these up as smalls, because usually I'm a medium for most clothes. But, J. Crew shirts tend to run a little bit large. So I just picked them up in small. My dad also picked up a shirt for him that you saw in the video. So that was really cool. And I also picked up a shirt from, again, I forget if it's Ross or Marshall, but it's one of those type of stores. So yeah, and the shirt I picked up was this one. It's from Wear First. Never heard of the brand. To be fair, it's like that's the thing with like Ross, Marshall, even Bloomingdale's. Like, you just have a bunch of these like random fucking brands there. A nice short sleeve, fresh green shirt. So yeah, I've actually been looking for a green shirt, like a short sleeve green button down shirt that I could wear for like the summer, just for freshness sakes. I'm not sure if that's the best way to word it, but yeah, let's go with that. I don't know, I've just been looking for one for a bit and I got it there. So yeah, that's all the clothes I got. I was considering buying some other clothes. At H&M, there's a black turtleneck that I was considering getting, and I bought the white version of it actually last Black Friday or Christmas, somewhere around that time, and I still wear that one a lot. I actually like wearing that one a lot, so I was considering getting the black version of it. So there was that, and there was also like a long sleeve white polo that I was gonna get from H&M as well. And I was considering for a bit. I'm not sure if I got videos of it, now that I think about it, but so I was considering that for a bit, but I'm like, do I need, and it's like, this one says, that was basically it. There was also a bomber jacket for Banana Republic, which is funny because I work for Banana Republic, so I would have gotten like the discount and points on my card. But there's a bomber jacket from Banana Republic, which you guys saw in the video, where I was considering getting. The one thing with me, I don't particularly like wearing bomber jackets. I have like 4 bomber jackets, and I really don't wear any of them. I only really wear 2 of them, and if I'm being honest, even then I only really wear one of them, which is a red one. So I was really thinking about getting this bomber jacket from Banana Republic. It's suede. It's this brown, orangey brown kind of color. I just don't wear bomber jackets that often, and I wasn't the biggest fan of the color. It was one of those things like, I'm not the biggest fan of the color, and honestly, the one thing that kind of made it or broke it for me, make or break for me, was the fact that I didn't have any pockets in the inside. For me, I'm a huge proponent. I really like having pockets on the inside of my jacket. So that's what basically broke it for me. And it was one of those things, either I get the jacket or I get the two shirts, because they're each going to be about 90 bucks. Either the jacket's going to be 90 bucks or I get the two shirts for 90 bucks, and I got for the two shirts. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically it for now. Now let's go to the other part of the video, which I filmed a week ago, even before Black Friday. Let's see what I said there and when I got there. So yeah, like I said at the beginning of this video, very fast, I do have some stuff here at my mom's house that I wanted to show as well, that I did get before Black Friday, just a few weeks before Black Friday. And like I also said, it's not just all movies. I do have some books here. And yeah, now the funny thing is, I'm actually shooting this before the rest of my Black Friday haul. So I don't even know what I'm going to get for Black Friday yet. This is like the pre-haul right now. So yeah, let's just get to it. So yeah, we have some movies, we have some books, and some comic books, which I'll get to at the very end of the video. And we'll see what we got. So right off the bat, here we have the Rita Hayworth Ultimate Collection, 16 legendary performances. So yeah, more classic Hollywood. It's never a bad idea to go back into classic Hollywood and see some of those performances. Something I've really been doing as of late. I have the Audrey Hepburn collection, which I picked up sometime last year, or maybe earlier this year. And I saw all the movies there. So yeah, I've been trying to pick up more of these like classic Hollywood actor collections, and Rita Hayworth is another one that I picked up. And this has Girls Can Play, Special Inspector, Music in My Heart, The Lady in Question, Angels Over Broadway, You'll Never Get Rich, Tonight and Every Night, Down to Earth, The Lady from Shanghai, Loves of Carmen, Affairs in Trinidad, Salome, Miss Sadie Thompson, Fire Down Below, Pal Joey, and They Come to Cordura. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Shanghai is probably the best known one in this bunch. This is the one I know. Can't wait to finally get to this. Next up, I also have the Jerry Lewis, not Jerry Lee Lewis, just Jerry Lewis collection as well. And this has 10 movies. Again, classic Hollywood comedian actor. The movies that we have here are The Stooge, The Delicate Delinquent, The Bellboy, Cinderfella, The Errant Boy, Ladies Man, The Nutty Professor, Disorderly Orderly, The Patsy, and Family Jewels. Cinderfella is probably the one I want to watch the most, just based off the description that I read. I haven't heard of any of these movies, to be honest, so I kind of just searched it up and just kind of went from there. So yeah, and yeah, they already got chipped right off the bat. You know how it comes in wraps? Sometimes the stuff comes wrapped up. Yeah, the wrap got stuck to the little cardboard. So yeah, it's already dinged right off the bat. Also right there. Yeah, it is what it is. Next up, we have the 10 movies war collection. So yeah, these are DVDs, by the way. So yeah, I do collect DVDs as well as Blu-rays, as if it wasn't already made appearance, because I don't know what I'm picking up already in Black Friday. I'm pretty sure I picked up mostly Blu-rays from Best Buy. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens in the first part of this video. But yeah, back to this. So yeah, the 10 movies collection, 10 war movies. I always like collections like this, where it's just like 10, 10, 15, whatever amount of movies they want to add. Just randomly assorted random movies, B-tier movies, B-list, C-list movies. So it's just kind of fun to see. And here we have The Eagles and the Hawks, The Last Outpost, Wake Island, Bengal Brigade, To Hell and Back, Battle Hyman, Jet Pilot, In Enemy Country, Raid on Rommel, and Uzana's Raid. To Hell and Back is maybe the only one I've heard of. That one sounds vaguely familiar. Next up, I actually picked up some stuff from the Kino Lorber sale they had a few weeks back, right before Halloween. So I decided to pick up a few movies from there. So yeah, this is going a little bit even before Black Friday. This is from like last month, and I still haven't organized it yet. So I'm like, yeah, you know what, screw it, let me just show it here. And what do we have here? First off, we have A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. It's a vampire film from Iranian horror film, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is a film I've been wanting to watch for some time, and I still haven't seen it. I've just been very busy, so hopefully I get to it soon. I'm really excited to see this one. This is, I think out of all the movies I have here, this is probably the one I'm most excited to see. And yeah, I can't wait to eventually see. I've been very busy, that's the thing. Next up, we have Nosferatu, the F.W. Monroe film. And I technically already have this in another horror collection pack that has Nosferatu, but it's good to have the Blu-ray. It's a cleaner picture. It's all a lot more crisp. And on top of that, you get the behind-the-scenes stuff, something that you don't get in the collection that I have. And yeah, it's Nosferatu, one of the most classic silent films of all time, horror films of all time. Next up, I picked up Joan of Arc, Ingrid Bergman. So yeah, not gonna lie, there was 2 movies here. So this one and then the next movie I actually have lined up here that I'm gonna show you guys. That I kind of confused it for another movie. So I kind of thought this was, at first, I thought this was the Joan of Arc, the silent film movie. And then I saw Ingrid Bergman. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I did not realize Ingrid Bergman did a Joan of Arc movie. I still picked it up because it's Ingrid Bergman, it's Victor Fleming, another prominent director from the time. All that in combination, I mean, like, how can you just not pick it up? And then next up we have Holy Mountain. Now, this isn't the Pedro Almodovar trip of a film. And that's what I thought this was. It wasn't until I actually picked it up and I saw Leni Riefenstahl. I'm like, wait, pause. What? So yeah, if you guys don't know, Leni Riefenstahl, she's a German director. I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, she probably became prominent around Nazi-era Germany. I want to say that's when she became very prominent. So take that for what you will. But yeah, The Holy Mountain, and yeah, when I bought this movie, I literally thought it was the Pedro Almodovar movie, which is another trip of a film, and I didn't realize there was a silent film by the same name called The Holy Mountain. Can't wait to watch it. Let's go with that. Can't wait to watch it. And I'll watch the Pedro Almodovar film whenever I get to it. So yeah, actually, is it Pedro Almodovar? Nothing but, or is it Alejandro? Is it Alejandro Jaharowitz? How do you pronounce it? That guy's last name. Am I saying the wrong director? I don't know. I probably would have corrected myself by now. So let's see. And last but not least, I have Lifeboat by Alfred Hitchcock. So yeah, this is one of Hitchcock's lesser known films, and it has Tallulah Bankhead, which is a very prominent. She was more well known in the theater space. Even before this time, she only did like a handful of movies, like 20, 25 movies tops, and I would say this may be her most well known film. There's a few other films I think they're in the running as well, but this is definitely one of her better known films in general. And despite that, it's also one of Hitchcock's lesser known films. So I just wanted to pick it up because of that. And I've heard a lot of good stuff about this regardless, and we'll see what happens. Now we have the DVD fronts. So I picked those up I picked up all those Blu-rays from Kino Lorber. I picked up the collection packs, the first 3 stuff from Barnes and Nobles, and then these I picked up thrift shopping. So yeah, I thrift shop. Don't usually buy clothes, I usually buy movies. So go figure. So yeah, first off, I picked up the Jungle Book. Disney DVD, sure, why not? I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the Jungle Book. It's not that I don't like it, I'm just very indifferent towards it. If I'm being honest, it's like yeah, it's there, it's whatever, it's cool, it's whatever. And I wasn't a huge fan of the remake. I was very indifferent towards it. And yeah, but for $1, classic Disney, screw it, why not? Next up, also with Disney, I picked up Pocahontas. I have a lot of problems with Pocahontas. I think of the Renaissance films, it's arguably the worst Renaissance movie there. Although it has a great song with Savages and Colors of the Wind. I'm not gonna lie. Like regardless of whatever I think of the movie, the songs there are great. But like, I don't think Disney should have made this movie at all. I don't think they tackled the whole indigenous Native American situation. I don't think the way they covered this topic was good. I have a lot of issues with this movie, but again, for $1, screw it, why not? And Colors of the Wind, Savages, great songs regardless. And yeah, one of Christian Bale's first roles, he played Thomas, and I believe Mel Gibson's like John Smith, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, again, fuck it, for $1, screw it, why not? Next up, I picked up the Adam Sandler collection, 3-movie collection, and this has 50 First Dates, Mr. Deeds, and Big Daddy. Mr. Deeds is the only one I've never heard of, to be honest, at least not that I recall. Big Daddy and 50 First Dates I have heard of. 50 First Dates is probably the best known out of the 3 films that are here. And yeah, 3 films for $1, so basically 33 cents each. And last but not least, for the DVDs, I got Cosmopolis, which is Robert Pattinson. And yeah, directed by David Cronenberg. Kind of a weird combination, if I'm being honest. Robert Pattinson, David Cronenberg. And this is when Cronenberg wasn't doing his, I don't know, like gross out body horror stuff anymore. He had gotten away from that. By this point, because he already did Road to Perdition by this point, so he was getting away from his whole body horror mood, tone, etc. He's just coming back now to it with Crimes of the Future a few years back. Honestly, yeah, it's I haven't seen this one. I heard a lot of good stuff about it. It's a really early Robert Pattinson film where it actually shows his talent, and this is also during the Twilight era. So if you didn't, he got criticized a lot for Twilight, rightfully so, I suppose. But, some of his earlier work like this really shows what he could do as an actor. So that's it for the DVDs, for the movies, and whatever. Now, as I said in the beginning of this video, I also picked up some books. And books, we shall say. So yeah, I'm actually a pretty avid reader myself as well. And this past weekend, it was actually the book fair at my city. And yeah, I picked up books. I did get a few free books because they always have those stands where they're like, "Hey, here's some free books." So let's just go over that. And honestly, a lot of the free books are like the religious stuff. Still like reading upon religion. I like seeing what other people think in that respect. And I mean, hell, these books are free, so fuck it, why not? So yeah, first off, I got the Quran, the Clear Quran. Yeah, why not? And then Towards Understanding Islam. Next up, we also have Chant and Be Happy, which is like a meditation book, which, I find it kind of interesting that they have George Harrison and Lenin right there in the cover. And then Baghdad Gita As It Is, another book I got for free. And this isn't really a book, it's more of a pamphlet, but I just want to show it very fast. But one of the stalls that I went to, it was for this one writer, this one Chinese writer who was giving away not giving away, but he was selling his books. His books were kind of pricey, not gonna lie, and I wasn't too interested in the material that he was writing about. But he gave away his pamphlet, and it was basically like his little autobiography for Zhu Mo and his light. Hopefully I said that right. So, or Zhu Mo. So yeah, just a little pamphlet showing his autobiography. Yeah, why not? It's cute. It is what it is. Okay, next up we have books that I actually bought. So first off, we have the Nuremberg rallies. I'm a huge history buff. World War II, stuff like this really interests me. And they had a bunch of books like this around World War II and Vietnam and Korean War and World War I as well. And I don't know if this is like a series or what I'd call it exactly. Bulletins Illustrated, maybe? I don't know. But this is book number 8 in that series, and very interesting because this, at the time, I guess, was worth $1, and now it was supposed to cost me like $8, but the lady messed up and just said $3, and I didn't say shit because cheaper. It talks about the Nuremberg rallies. That's something that I've always been interested in, how that turned out. How, in a post-war, or even like, yeah, post-war Germany, post-World War II Germany, and how the effects of Nazism, I guess that's the best word I could come up with it, just evolved. I'm not sure that's the right word, but like, yeah, evolved, influenced the environment from there, especially with the Nuremberg trials, Nuremberg rallies, and whenever I get to it, very interesting read. Next up, I have Eisenhower, A Soldier's Life by Carol Dessette. Heavy book, really big book. And yeah, this cost me like $10. Yeah, I mean, it's a really big book, that's all I'm gonna say. And then last but not least, I picked up a few plays. This first one is Woody Allen, Without Feathers. So yeah, say whatever you want about Woody Allen. I'm not gonna really touch that topic right now. Don't care to touch the topic, but his play for $5. Screw it, why not? Go from there. Next up, we have Camille, The Lady of Camillus by Alexandre Dumas Fils. Just another random play that was there. Picked it up, why not? Next up, we have The Tale of Allergist's Wife by Charles Bush. Another play that was just there, and I picked it up. Duets for One by Tom Kempinski. And The Rainmaker by N. Richard Nash. And yeah, I kind of wish there was more plays at the stand that I picked this up, but they were basically practically sold out plays, which I was rather surprised at the fact that they were sold out plays. I mean, it was in their $1 bin, so to speak, and there was a bunch of other $1 books that just really weren't interesting me. Like, I'm not gonna pick up a bird watching book. That just doesn't interest me. But plays, script, why not? I have a whole collection right there. And that should basically be it for now. We do have the comic books, which I'm going to get to right now. Here's a quick overview of all the comic books. I got a bunch of comic books, as you're seeing right here. A bunch of the Azrael Batman comics, a bunch of the red and blue Superman comics, when he split his soul, his identity, whatever, into two and became blue and red. We have a Flash comic there. We have a Aquaman comic there. Yosaki Yojimbo comic right there. So yeah, I got a quick mix of everything, and yeah, that's basically all the comics I got as well. And yeah, that's basically all the stuff I have. That's basically all the stuff I have to show. So yeah, what did you guys get for Black Friday? What are your thoughts on this haul? And yeah, just tell me what you guys get from Black Friday. And yeah, that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.